Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Choctaw Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for a news experience like no other. A troubling incident from Paris has reignited debates about police conduct and racial justice in France. A video circulating online captures a very disturbing scene involving a police officer and an African immigrant. Now, the video depicts a chaotic scene where a bloodied African immigrant, reportedly named Bema, is being attacked by a police officer amidst cries from bystanders alleging that the man is sick. Now, according to sources, police initially pursued a different individual but turned their attention to Bema after losing track of the initial target.
Regardez! Voilà, les condés. Voilà. Ils sont en train de le frapper, madame.
Ils sont en train de le frapper.
Pour rien. Pour rien, madame. Tenez, madame.
Mais il y a du sang partout. Mais lâchez-le. Mais lâchez-le, lâchez-le.
Non.
Il est malade.
Je m'en fous.
Il est malade. Il est malade.
Arrêtez.
Regardez.
Là, il y a les condés. Voilà.
Ils sont en train de le frapper,
madame.
Now, this incident is not an isolated one. France has faced international criticism for its handling of protests and allegations of racial profiling by security forces. Now, just recently in May, France was under scrutiny at the United Nations for excessive use of force against demonstrators. A survey by the Human Rights Defenders Office revealed alarming statistics. Young men perceived as Black are disproportionately targeted for checks, reflecting a systematic issue that remains unaddressed due to the lack of official data on ethnicity. Now, turning to my personal reflections on this troubling pattern, I think that the disturbing video from Paris is a stark reminder of the deep-seated issues of racial discrimination and police brutality that persist in France. The denial and lack of transparency from succeeding governments only perpetuates these systematic inequalities. And unfortunately, countless African immigrants in France and other parts of Europe face similar struggles. The path to a better life is often mirrored by systematic racism that infiltrates not just law enforcement, but also things like your housing, your employment, and your social integration. And as the video of Bema circulates, it becomes another stark illustration of the harsh realities that contradict the idealistic visions of Europe. The disillusionment grows with every incident, further cementing the belief that for many Africans, life in Europe can be just as threatening as the circumstances that they fled from. Now, it's worth pondering the broader implications, right? I mean, what kind of a society are we building when it accepts or turns a blind eye to such situations? And this isn't just about law enforcement anymore. It's a question of societal values, human dignity. And when immigrants, already vulnerable and marginalized, become subjects of unnecessary brutality, it actually signals societal problems that needs urgent redress. It raises profound questions about the promises of Europe as a haven for those seeking a better life, and for African immigrants. Is the pursuit of opportunity worth the harsh reality of facing discrimination and violence at the hands of those meant to protect you? And the failure to acknowledge and rectify these injustices not only undermines trust in law enforcement, but also challenges France's commitment to human rights and equality for all its residents. It is a moral imperative for authorities to confront these issues head on and implement transparent policies and hold accountable those responsible for misconduct. And as the story continues to unfold, I think we urge for a constructive dialogue and decisive action to address the systematic racism within law enforcement in France. And while we keep you updated with the developments of the story, let's engage in the comments section, shall we? We want to hear from you. And while you're at it, please give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye.